Welcome back, So Pumped family. I am so glad you're here with me today. We have a beginner-friendly workout that is low impact and doesn't require any equipment. We're going to start out today with low jacks, which is our low impact version of jumping jacks that doesn't require any jumping. We're going to follow that with an exercise called step back to high knee. That's really going to work all of our leg muscles and get our core involved as well. We're going to follow that with some squats, and then guess what? Today, I even programmed some rest into our workout. After a quick warm up and after we go over the movements that we'll use in today's workout, the high intensity part of our workout is going to be 12 minutes long. After that, make sure to stick around because we will have a quick stretch after that. Let's get started. For warm up today, I just want to start with an overhead stretch. So let's take our arms up overhead, grab one wrist with the other hand, and let's just get a big stretch over to the side, and then switch it out, stretch the other arm up overhead, and let's just keep alternating here, taking some big, deep breaths, feeling that stretch all through the side of our bodies. Switch again. And let's switch it again. I have a very excited golden doodle here that's probably going to be staring up at me with puppy eyes with his ball in his mouth the entire workout, so that should be fun. Let's switch it out. Good, and then just take both hands straight up to the ceiling, big overhead stretch. So the other day I had a friend tease me. She said, I put on one of your beginner-friendly workouts, and the very first thing you asked us to do was balance on one foot and pull the other leg up toward our head. I was like, oh yeah, that would be the cradle stretch, and sorry about that. So today I'm gonna show you some beginner-friendly versions of our warm-up stretches that you can do with a couch or a seat or whatever you have next to you. So quad stretch is next. Our quads here are the muscles in the front of our legs. And if you have a couch or chair next to you, what you can do is put your foot on the couch and then think about pushing your hips forward, okay? So let's alternate that. Push the foot up on the couch, push the hips forward. So this is an alternate to balancing on one foot and holding your ankle like this. If you're able to do this balance on one foot and grab the ankle, awesome. Let's go until we feel that stretch, and then we'll switch it out. If you need to have that couch, I'm pretty tall, so I like to use the arm of the couch. You can rest that foot there. Push the hips forward until you feel that stretch here in the front of the leg, and then switch it out. And just keep switching here. We're just warming up our leg muscles, stretching things out, getting ready for our workout today. So that's our quad stretch. Next, I would do our cradle stretch, which is where you're balancing on one leg, cradling a leg and pulling it up. That's the one that my friend was teasing me about. If you can do that balancing, awesome. Otherwise, you're gonna have a seat, cross an ankle over your knee, and then lean forward. So we're still doing that cradling motion of cradling our knee and our ankle and pulling it toward our chest. But we can do that seated here, which is a lot less dangerous. So as you're leaning forward, we're feeling that stretch here through the back of the leg. You should feel this in the IT band and in your booty area. Yep. So keep switching it out. Just kind of get that stretch. When you feel the stretch, when it feels good, and then switch it out again. Good, let's do one more. And so the next, let's stretch out our hamstrings. I like to do a triangle stretch, which is where I'm standing. I put one foot in front of the other, and then keeping both legs straight, I take a bow, gliding my hands down that front leg until I feel a stretch through my hamstrings. That can still be a hard one to balance on. So again, we can use our furniture, prop a foot up, keep that leg straight. Again, you're taking a bow, hinging from your hips until you feel that stretch in the back of your leg. Whichever one you are doing, let's just keep alternating here. Good, and just once you feel the stretch, you're switching it out. Again, just kind of wakening those muscles up, getting ready for our workout, lengthening them a little bit, but notice we're not staying here too long. This is called dynamic stretching, where we just go until we feel the stretch, and then we switch it out. And this is just to wake our muscles up and get them ready for movement. Nice. So give me a little bit of running in place. I want you just landing lightly on the balls of your feet, and I want those arms moving. So let's get our heart rate a little bit elevated here, moving our feet, moving our arms, pumping our arms from our shoulders and just breathing here. Trying to get our body warmed up a little bit before we practice the movements that we're doing in today's workout. Keep running in place here. If you have a dog, this is a good time to tease your dog. Make them pretend that you're gonna play with them, and then completely ignore them as you go back to the workout. So let's go from running in place to a side step. Just pretending that there is a line in the floor and you're stepping side to side over that line. Let's keep the arms moving. Big kind of exaggerated arm movements. We're trying to get that blood flowing through our bodies, get warmed up and ready for our workout. Nice, give me a few more seconds here of side step. And then I just want to go back to running in place. We're gonna go 10 more seconds here. Big exaggerated arm movements. Running in place, landing on the balls of our feet. We're almost there. 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's go over the movements that we're gonna use in today's workout. Our first movement today is that low jack. This is our low impact version of a jumping jack. So for a jumping jack, I would jump my feet out and bring my arms up overhead. Our low impact version today is going to be stepping one foot out to the side while the arms come up, and then everything comes back together. Stepping the other foot out to the side, everything comes back together. Practice that with me here. Stepping one foot out, and the arms go up overhead. You got it. So we want a big arm movement here. I have really long arms, so it takes me a while to get those arms all the way up overhead and then all the way back down. I have to move them really quickly. We want that movement coming from the shoulders. So what I don't want here is bending the elbows and this little motion. I want big, straight arms, the shoulders doing that work. When we're doing our workout, we're gonna be doing our low jacks for 45 seconds at a time. Our low jacks are followed by a step back to a high knee. So this is where we are stepping back, but not quite into a lunge. And then that back knee is going to drive up. And then we're stepping our feet together. The other foot steps back, and then we're driving that back knee up. Try it with me. Step back, knee up, down, step back, knee up, down again, step back, knee up, down, step back, knee up, down. So we're alternating our feet each time. And as we step back, we're not going into that lunge. It's just a little bit of a step back so we have momentum to drive that back knee up. Now I said that we're gonna get the core muscles involved in this exercise today. And that's because as we drive that knee up, I want you to think about crunching your abdominal muscles. So it's like we're doing a standing crunch. Think about that as we do 2 more for each leg. So step back, knee up, crunch, down. Step back, crunch, foot down, step back again, really pull the ab muscles in strong, and last one, knee up, down. As we're going in our workout, each time we do our step back to the knee up, we'll be going for 30 seconds at a time. You got this. Our third movement in today's workout is our squats. When we squat, we put our feet about shoulder width apart or even a little bit wider, whatever feels comfortable for you. Rule number 1 of our squat is that as we squat, our feet stay flat on the ground. If at any point in your squat, your heels pop up, then you have squatted too low, and I need you to fix it. Feet stay flat. The next thing we're thinking about is we're sending our butts back. I want you to pretend that you're about to sit back into a chair. Your chest stays up, and then we squeeze our butts to stand back up. So do some with me. Feet stay flat, send your butt back, squeeze your butt to stand up. Sending your butt back, squeeze your butt to stand up. Now, real quick, common faults that I see are people who are shooting their knees forward, causing their heels to come up. The way you fix that is you send your booty back first before those knees bend. Give me 2 more. Send your booty back, then bend the knees. Good. Again, send your butt back, then bend the knees. Standing on up. Next common fault that I see are knees caving in. We do not want that. We need our feet to stay flat, and our knees pressed out as we squat. So try it with me. We're still sending our butts back, and then we're making sure that we squeeze our butt cheeks so that our knees don't cave in as we stand up. Now in the workout today, when we're squatting, we're only squatting for 25 seconds at a time. After we finish our 25 seconds of squats, we are gonna have 20 seconds of rest. If you've done the math with me, that is 2 minutes per round. And since the high intensity part of the workout is 12 minutes long, you got it. We're doing 6 rounds. We're ready to get started. We're starting in 10 seconds, and we're starting with those 45 seconds of low jacks. So we start with our feet together, arms down at our sides, going in 3, 2, 1, and go. So 45 seconds of low jacks here. So we're stepping out to the side. We're taking those arms up overhead. Remember, I want a big arm movement from the shoulders, none of those little bent elbow low jacks. We got 30 more seconds here. And this is just the first round of a 12-minute workout. So this first round is kind of like an extension of our warm-up. There's no need to go out the gate 100%. We're taking big, deep breaths here, trying not to let our dogs knock us over. And we're just getting our bodies moving, getting comfortable with these movements. We've got 8 more seconds here with our low jacks, and then we're gonna go into 30 seconds of our step back to high knee. So here we go. We're stepping back, taking that back knee up high, foot down. Stepping back, knee high, and down. Keep alternating here. We've got 20 seconds left. Stepping back, high knee, down. Keep going at your own pace. And remember, we're thinking about that crunch each time we bring that knee up high. Good. We have 5 more seconds here, and then we're going to those 25 seconds of squats. So go ahead and set the feet shoulder width apart, and we're sending our butts back, squeezing our butts as we stand up. We're remembering to push our knees out as we stand up. We're challenging that range of motion. Our squats are all about our booty muscles. That's why they call them squat butts. So we're thinking about sending our butts back, and as we stand up, we're squeezing our butt muscles underneath us. It is time for a rest, 20 seconds of rest. We have our first round down. We have 5 more rounds. Catch your breath a little bit. 10 more seconds of rest, and then we're gonna go back into another 45 seconds of low jacks. You know what you're getting into now. That's how each round is gonna be. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Back into those low jacks, stepping the feet out to the side, taking the arms up overhead. Now, if you're feeling good, if you're feeling comfortable with this and you want to step that pace up a little bit more, go ahead and do that. But if you're, just feeling comfortable moving exactly the way you are, then all I ask for is consistency. Just keep moving, believe in yourself, know that you can do this. We're over halfway through this set of our low jacks. The dogs just really want to be on camera today, y'all. 10 more seconds here. Good, 5 seconds, and then we're going back into that step up with the high knee, step back with the high knee. Step back, high knee. I can't focus on anything. Step back, high knee. Keep going, crunch those abs. I'm gonna let y'all listen to some music while I yell at the dogs. And we have 5 seconds left. With this step back to high knee, we're going to squats from here, feet shoulder width. Send your butt back and down. Squeeze your butt to stand up. Good. Remember, we're challenging that range of motion, but not at the expense of our form. So our feet stay flat, and we're pushing our knees out as we squat, keeping our chest up, abs in nice and strong. You've got just a few more seconds here. 20 seconds rest. Breathe. Think happy, calm thoughts. You are doing awesome. That's 2 rounds down. Breathe here. Take a few more deep breaths. And then we've got another 45 seconds of low jacks. And go. Here we go. Good. Keep moving. And if you're feeling warmed up, if you're feeling good, and if jumping is something that is safe for you, you're welcome to go to a regular jumping jack where you're jumping your feet out, but I'm gonna stick to my low jacks today. 15 more seconds here. Good, are we still moving from the shoulders? We're pulling our core muscles in strong. Are we taking those deep breaths that remind us that we're alive? Let's go into the step back and high knee. Step back, big crunch. Good, step back, high knee. Keep alternating here, back into that high knee. Nice, really driving that knee up, pulling our belly buttons in and back each time we drive our knee up. We have just 5 more seconds here, and then we're going to our quick set of squats. So again, squats, sending your butt back before you bend to the knee. Back, and then squeezing our butts to stand. Here we go. Keeping the abs in strong. If you look at you from the side, your back should look exactly the same at the top of the squat as it does at the bottom of the squat. We don't want any rounding of our back as we squat. And rest. Oh my goodness, we've made it halfway through this workout. You are doing fantastic. Breathe here. Think about getting that heart rate low. You've already made it halfway. You know exactly what there's in store for the second half. You can do this. Let's do low jacks and go for it. Step those feet out. Take those arms up overhead. Halfway, that's a big accomplishment. We have less than 6 minutes left in this workout, and it's up to you to check in. How are you feeling right now? Maintain that same pace if you can. Listen to your body if you need to. If this is your first workout with So Pumped Fitness, then you might need to take a little bit longer of a break, right? Maybe you need a little bit more of a water break. Maybe you need to take these low jacks down and make them a little bit slower. That is totally fine. We're here to move our body. We're working out in the comfort of our own home. There's no one around, no one judging you. You do what you need to do. Let's go to that step back plus a high knee. So again, just moving at your pace. If you're feeling warm and fired up and you need to push that pace a little bit more and pick it up, and you're going faster than I am, more power to you. You do you. Do what gets you the best workout today. We have 10 more seconds of our step back plus a high knee. We're going to squats in right now, sending our booties back, squeezing our butts as we stand. Good. Challenge that range of motion. Focus on the form though. We never want to move faster than proper form allows. Feet stay flat. Each time we squat, we're sending our butts back first. Almost there. And rest. Awesome job. Again, deep breaths. Think about lowering the heart rate each time we get around to this rest. Grab water if you need to. We have 2 more rounds. If you need to extend this rest a little bit longer, absolutely do that. But we've got not jumping jacks, low jacks right now. Here we go, here we go. Keep breathing. Keep getting the biggest range of motion that you can. That movement comes from the shoulders. We're stepping those feet way out to the side. We're taking big, deep breaths here. Our heart rate should be getting up as we're doing these low jacks. Nice, keep it up. So my dog has this game that he'll play where if I'm not throwing his ball, he'll purposely put his ball under the furniture and then be really sad and bark so that I have to come get it for him, and then I end up playing with him. He's very crafty. Let's go to a step back plus a high knee. Good. Crunching our abs in nice and strong each time we bring that knee up. Hopefully that rhythm is down now, so you might be able to push that pace a little bit. It's all about that step back, high knee, down, step back, high knee, down. You've got it. 5 more seconds here. And then it's squat time. Send that booty back. Squeeze your butt to stand up. Butt back, squeeze your butt. Here we go. We're getting as low as we can go, but still pushing the knees out, still keeping our feet flat. Form is number one. A few more seconds here. 5 more seconds. And rest. We are coming up on our very last round. We're almost finished with this workout. You are doing a fantastic job. If you have any extra reserves left in the tank and you think you can push the pace a little bit, I want you to do that. 3, 2, 1. Last set of low jacks. Here we go. Breathing, focusing on form, moving our beautiful, capable, awesome bodies. Keep going. 30 seconds. Nice. Good, you got this. You've come so far. We're at the very end of the workout. You can do this. Keep pushing strong all the way to the end. 10 more seconds. Almost done with low jacks. Here we go. Finish on a strong note. And then we're going into our step back plus a high knee. Here we go. Last set here. So now that we've got this rhythm down, let's see if we can push the pace just a little bit more. Here we go, here we go. Really crunching those abs in as we pull the knee up. I think I first learned this in like a self-defense kickboxing class, and the instructor would be like, smash your enemy's head on your knee. It was a little intense. Let's go to our squats, sending our butt back and squeezing our butts to stand up. This is our very last set of our very last round. We only have 13 seconds left in this workout. Keep squatting it out. Here we go. We're gonna finish strong together. 5 more seconds here. Squat. And we are done. Awesome job. You did so great. Made it through that 12-minute workout. I am so proud of you. Stick around though. We're not quite done yet. It's time to cool down and stretch. So much to the delight of my golden doodle, all of our stretches today are on the floor. So make yourself comfy. The first stretch that we're going to do is for our booties that worked so hard in this entire workout today. Let's lie down on our backs, and then we're gonna bend our left knee and take our right ankle across our left knee. So we're doing a figure 4 stretch. I want you to thread your hands behind that left knee. And then as you pull that left knee in, we should feel a stretch here through the IT band, through the glute of our right leg. So let's hang out here for about another 40 seconds. Now, if you're not feeling that stretch, then I want you to put a little bit more pressure on that left knee, really pulling it in. But we shouldn't feel any pain in this knee, so we might need to support the right knee a little bit and just pull that entire right leg in closer to your chest. Again, that target area is here in the booty area. And then let's switch that out. So bringing our foot back down and just switching it so that right foot comes to the floor, left ankle across the right knee. And then we're threading our fingers behind that right knee, pulling that left leg in close to our bodies. And we can deepen that stretch by pulling that left leg even closer to our bodies. Feeling that stretch through the IT band and the glutes of our left leg. And we should have our head relaxed down in the mat. We're just taking deep breaths here. And then release that. We're gonna take both feet to the floor. I want you to bend your knees so that both feet are flat on the floor. Our next stretch is going to be a spinal twist. I want you to shoot both hands up toward the ceiling and then extend both arms out to the side like eagle wings so they're at shoulder level. Now we're going to take both knees and let them fall over to one side. So we're feeling this stretch here through our backs. If you're tight here through your pecs and your shoulders, you might even feel that stretch here through your chest. You might feel it through the back. If we're tight here in our glute and IT band, we might feel it here. Now, if you're not feeling this stretch, I want you to straighten out that top leg and let gravity just pull that top leg down a little bit more, and you should feel that stretch even more. Now, if you are already feeling that stretch with both legs bent, you don't even need to straighten the leg out, but go wherever feels best for you. And then here in this spinal twist, let's take some deep breaths. And then we're gonna bring both knees back up toward the ceiling. Leave your arms where they are, and we're just letting both knees fall over to the other side. So I'm keeping both shoulders down in the mat. And then again, if I need a more intense stretch, I can straighten out that top leg. Totally up to you though. If you are feeling that stretch already with both knees bent, then you can stay there. And as we take deep breaths here, as we fill our lungs, you might feel a stretch kind of tighten. And then as you exhale and completely empty your lungs of air, you might be able to sink just a little bit deeper into this stretch. And then we're bringing our knees back up toward the ceiling. And from here, we're just gonna roll over onto our stomachs. We don't even have to sit up. So from our stomachs here, we're placing our elbows underneath our shoulders. We're just lifting through our chest, relaxing our backs. We might feel this through our abs if they're tight. We might feel it in our lower back, but it should just be a nice, gentle back bend here. We're lifting our heads, we're looking forward, we're lifting through our chest. Our butts are relaxed, our lower backs are relaxed. We're just enjoying some breaths here. And then relax down all the way onto your stomach. And we're going to take our hands under our shoulders, press ourselves up to all fours. But then we're putting our knees about shoulder width apart, toes toward each other, and we're sitting our butts back into an extended child's pose. This should be a nice, relaxed, comfortable stretch. If we can rest our foreheads down on the mat, that's great. If our foreheads don't reach the mat, we can make a little pillow out of our hands and rest our foreheads down here. But we're thinking about letting our tailbones sit back toward our feet. We should feel the muscles of our backs just relaxing. I like to think of it as the muscles of my back melting like hot fudge over a sundae. Just a nice relaxed stretch here. Let's take one more deep breath. And then exhale, and we'll bring our hands to the mat and press ourselves up to a seated position. Awesome job. We are done with our workout for today. Bear is so excited because that means that I am going to go outside and play with him. Bear also thinks that if you know someone who could benefit from this workout, that you should probably share it with them, because who doesn't want to see a golden doodle's butt at the end of their workout? Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time.